This is a contract, not a prison sentence, not a confession, just a job offer. On the surface, it looks harmless, a few pages of formal language, a signature at the bottom, but hidden inside this document is a quieter agreement. One that does not shout, it does not threaten you, it does not even warn you. It is an agreement most of us sign without reading because we have been told that this is simply how the world works. Logic is simple. If something you buy is cheap, someone, somewhere is paying the real price, and most of the time it is not the company. The system is not an accident, it was engineered this way. Work used to be 9 to 5, and then it became 9 to 7, it became 9 to 9, and now for many people it never really ends. The office might close, but the work follows us home. Emails arrives at night, and then messages asks for just one quick thing, and late calls from managers, and sleep becomes completely conditional. Productivity is now measured in availability, not outcomes, and work is no longer just what we do to earn a living. It is how we introduce ourselves to strangers. It is how we measure our worth, and it is truly who we are. To understand why work feels like this, you have to zoom out. And this isn't about bad managers or toxic offices. This is about ideology. It's about capitalism at its core. It's a machine built for growth. Time is converted into money, and money is converted into value. In this machine, you do not sell your effort, you sell your life. 1 hour at a time, hours are broken down, measured, optimized, and then it's priced. The machine created innovation, it created comfort, it gave us a world our ancestors could only imagine. But it also created a new kind of pressure for all of us in a system that must always grow. Rest looks like rot, and slowing down looks like failure. On paper, work is only a choice, right? But you choose where to apply, you choose where to stay, but in reality, that choice is tethered to survival. Rent, food, security, miss one paycheck and your freedom just shrinks. Miss two and your options disappear. So overtime becomes a ritual. Being available becomes a demonstration of loyalty. And saying no starts to feel dangerous. There was another idea once, one that tried to remove profit from the center of the room. Communism imagined labor as social responsibility. You worked because society needed it, not because a spreadsheet demanded it, right? In theory, it promised equality. In practice, it struggled with efficiency. Power concentrated, incentives collapsed, and eventually, capitalism didn't just outperform it, it consumed it. Capitalism didn't win through economics alone, it won through culture. The Western model became the universal model, and the same class buildings, the same KPIs, the same definition of success. English became the language of paycheck. Corporate culture became a global religion. In Europe, work still has borders, strong laws, mandatory leaves, a life that is lived outside of the clock. In Japan, loyalty runs so deep that work becomes the person. And in India, the equation changes again. When millions are competing for one single seat, insecurity becomes the primary motivator. Long hours are not questioned. Overtime is not negotiated. Gratitude replaces boundaries. You don't ask for a raise, you thank them for the burden. Overtime is rarely forced, it is implied. It is wrapped in the language of a family and passion. Commitment, team spirit, these are beautiful words used to harvest free labor. The system doesn't need to chain us to our desks anymore. It has convinced us to stay there voluntarily. So maybe the real question is not about hard work or ambition or success. It is simpler than that, really. If freedom exists outside the office, why do we spend our lives living inside it?